What the hell? It's coming.
Freeze! NYPD, drop it!
Coming!
No, God,
No, please, God, no.
My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station, and Alex. The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him. Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
Wasn't Jake supposed to take care of this? He and Mickey are having too much fun taking care of the cop up there. Oh, what's the plan? Simple. Run down.
Yeah! Guys! Yo, damn! Damn!
Eh? No.
What the?
You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
A massacre. These armed thugs. No, I need to get help. I can get the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure, sounds good. Follow me.
Home free. This way. Hop down.
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. The power was back on. So much for being... One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
Here is... Yo! What the hell?
Now that's spooky. Shot the Pino. Yeah, spooky.
What the hell was that?
Hold on here. Give me the detonator. Damn!
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
Whack the sucker!
Relax. Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. I nearly shot you.
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place? Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's... Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Gun him down! Let's get the hell out of here! What the hell?
My cover had been blown, the door slammed shut behind me, and then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Pain in the butt. Ha ha! Pain to the max! Joe Squad pig. Got a ticket to Harbor City.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
There he is!
The NYPD has been out on.
Yeah, something's wrong with the ball.
What the? What the hell?
Previously
What the?
on Lords and Ladies.
Hey!
Lady of
There he is!
My lady.
Piece of crap!
An all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by...
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
Got ice! Hey, Joe!
Great importance I must bring to your attention.
The hooker had left her diary on the table.
What the? It was freaking crazy. Get him! What?
Take vampire moves. Why are they always...
Shit with the guns. Trust me, you don't want to... There!
Do something!
Whack the sucker! Oh, what the?
Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover. The headlines were a depressing read. rigged with explosives.
Hey! Sure. Whack!
Someone had left a repair key on the shelf.
Hey, whack the sucker!
The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. Feel anything. I'm freezing my butt off. It's coming. I'm dead.
Cogniti hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead. When the train he was riding slowed down, Cogniti made his move.
What the hell? We're gonna be rich. Even richer. Wise guy. Whack the sucker!
Open! Damn it! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
As subtle with its dark message as a cop killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son. Just like Jack Rapino. The book had never been a bestseller. This was the rotten core of the Big Apple. Lupino lurked somewhere ahead, like a spider at the center of his web, waiting. The vapors in the air started to make my head swim.
You'll die! You'll die! Now! Oh!
Somewhere, the baby was crying.
No, please, Max. Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
The pictures were filled with good old times.
I really love to watch cartoons. Captain Baseball Bat Boy's my favorite.
Michelle's diary lay on the table.
Max, no, please, Max. Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
No, please,
You
God,
killed
no.
her.
That happens in the real world.
All I had was Niagara's bat, sticky with my own blood. Without a gun, I'd be no match for Frankie's men. I'd have to play hide and seek with them. Things were fast going from bad to worse.
Just forget about it. Hey, just forget about it. There he is!
Out on that scene.
Fine by me.
No Minotaur lurked in this labyrinth, but somewhere out there, on the clanking deck of his cargo freighter, the skipper of the Chiron was waiting, like the ferryman of the river Styx.
Both of them.
Yo! Hey!
Tell the devil that Dimes sent you.
You know how to handle yourself. Anybody who says different is calling me a liar. Glad to meet you here. Collect all the guns and ammo you want. Meet me on the...
I knew it was a long shot, Angelo Punchinello actually showing up, but there was no crime in hoping. Punchinello was burning to get me. The feeling was mutual. He was trying to put out my flames with gasoline. The mobsters had been guarding a real treasure, the way out of this disco inferno.
Ice him! Whack the sucker! Whack the sucker!
Vlad. Upstairs, the trio tangoed down the manor halls to the silent rhythm of their murderous hearts. The blood of their victims rust on their lips. Vince, Mugnano, Pilot Providence, a.k.a. Big Brother, and Joe Deadpan Salem. The pistol was a frozen lump in my hand, piercing the skin, gnawing me to the bone. It didn't take me long to run into the trio. One down, two down. My fortune had been told. Vince Mugnano.
Drop it! Don't move!
Game over, Max Payne.
Flash of fallen angels.
Who's there? Max? 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 Where are you, Max? Please. No, please, Max, no! I'm sorry. Please don't, Max, no. Please. Max!
The letter was staring at me. The weird every piece of paper looked dangerous.
Max! No! Max!
Murderer! You killed her!
In the belly of the plant, molten metal boiled and bubbled like a witch's brew.
Moving to the danger area. Engaging hostile. Moving to the danger.
Can you believe it? I bet they sleep with their rifles. I bet they've given them names.
The monitor showed me the way. Processing diagrams filled the control room screens, all but one. An elevator titled D6 on one of the screens. Somewhere onwards, past rows of ovens in the core of the plant. following a path of clues to that final revelation, even if it would take me down to the cold, cavernous depths of a grave.
You can't do this! My men are still inside!
Do you have any idea why this is called Operation Dead Eyes?
I think he's dead already.
Let's do it.
Attention all personnel. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Evacuate the complex
We've got
immediately.
company! Abort! Abort! This is Decontamination in progress. Decontamination completed.
I was caught in the middle of the deadly web that was the Valkyr case. One of the lab terminals had the project logo on the screen. The dagger-heeled woman had come and gone a long time ago. There was nothing more for me here. The bunker's name was acting as a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Self-destruction imminent. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26,
A bad cop on the take. A cowardly right-hand man fleeing from the scene, leaving his paid thugs to do his dirty work.
Payne! That's Payne? Go, 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 go! What the hell? That's Payne? It's Payne! Payne!
The payphone started to ring. was an impressive floor show, but I decided to leave early anyway. It was only a one-story fall. Lucky me.
Redcon Delta.
The best movie.
Damn!
Now I was close. I had a name to guide me. Nicole Horne. I had nothing to lose. The inner circle had quite a track record.
Found him.
CIA?
Found him.
Take him down. Shoot to kill. Let's finish this.
Colder than a walk-in fridge. Cold as a gun.
I need backup.
I had elevator access to the mainframe. From there, I'd be able to override the security locks and get to her office. The unmarked chopper was Horne's pet guardian, inhuman and flawless. It was stalking me. All Horne's locks were now offline. All bets were off. The elevator would take me all the way up. Seen from this height, the night seemed to stretch on to eternity. A hint of desperation had crept into the snowstorm, as if it was trying to get it all out before the end. Horne's personal computer was on.
Stop him!
The elevator lobby. Get us back up now.
Max Payne, this is futile. A waste of time. The deaths of your wife and daughter were necessary. Inevitable. It is done. You cannot bring them back. Nothing you do will make it any better.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger. Valkyr had been meant to be a white-winged maiden that would lift you to a warrior's heaven, but it turned out to be a one-way demon ride to hell. The devil was in the drug. I knew. I had met him. And now I was gonna kill her. The queen of the underworld who had tried to lift herself a bit closer to heaven with her drug money. No begging, no bribes. She knew better. Honor among killers. We who were about to die. Both of us knew how this would end. In pain and suffering.
All this because your wife stuck her nose into things that were none of her business.
The cops were coming to take me away. The sirens were like a bad conscience I couldn't shake.
It's ridiculous you've made it this far. You won't be alive when they get here.
And then it was all over. The storm seemed to lose its frenzy. The ragged clouds gave way to the stars above.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. We've got the building surrounded. Throw down your weapons and lie down with your hands behind your head.
A bit closer to heaven. The cops' voices were distant and muted.
Freeze! NYPD! Hold it right there!
My ghosts released me from their haunting. Down below, New York City glittered like diamonds on black velvet.
You gave us one hell of a ride. Take him down to Central Booking.
You heard the man.
Woden was there in the crowd, standing by the sidelines. It wouldn't be over till the man with the patch would say so. He'd say the right words. I knew he would. He'd better. Woden grinned smugly. It was the grin of a winner. That made two of us.